I love living in London because there's so much to do. I've been to lots of interesting places, but there's always something new to experience. How do you feel about London?
I love London. I actually lived here for 14 years.
I love London. I love the diversity, all the different people here, the multiculturalism.
I love London. London is one of the most amazing cities. It's so exciting. There's so much to do and see in London. I think it's one of my favourite cities.
I like London, but sometimes it's too busy.
There's too many people, it's too big a city, doesn't have any real heart, and for a holiday it's just not it's not very relaxing.
Living in Australia at the moment, comparing it to London, I find the people to be more humorous and lively. There seems to be more going on.
Absolutely love London. One of the best places I think anyone can live. There's just so much happening. I mean, my father's just over for 2 weeks and literally been going down to all the galleries and stuff today along the South Bank.
I feel very comfortable in London. It's already like my 5th time.
I wouldn't like to live in London, but to visit, it's an absolutely tremendous place, and where I live, it's just a short train ride.
I do like London. I really like the old architecture and the history that you have here. There's a lot to see, and it's just a really nice city.
London's a very nice city. It takes a lot to get used to.
I like London very much. I like London because of its huge diversity of people and huge diversity of things to do and places to see.
What's the most exciting thing you've done in London?
The most exciting thing I've done in London recently is to see Oasis live. I went to the Roundhouse and it was the most amazing concert. It was free, so we ended up having nice passes, so we were close to the band. And it was incredible. It's the best thing I think I've seen in a long time.
I've been to the theatre quite a lot in London. I went to see Waiting for Godot at the National.
I've recently been to Hampton Court, which is a royal palace most famously known for being the place where Henry VIII lived, and a few of his wives that made it there.
And I think Tate Modern is the best place I've been to, because it's different every time. They really push the boundaries of, the displays compared to a lot of the traditional museums and art galleries in London.
The best thing I've ever done was watch a gig in Hyde Park with my cousin's birthday.
The most exciting thing I've done in London, I've watched England play football at Wembley. That was quite exciting.
It's just this weekend we were in Brixton in Brockwell Park. There was a country fair going on, and just the characters in the crowd were just absolutely fantastic.
Well, I've done a lot of interesting things. I've had a lot of good experiences here, but probably the best thing was when I went to Wimbledon this year. I got to watch Andy Murray on centre court. I managed to get tickets to that, and it was just a really good atmosphere, and it was a good example of sort of British culture and sport.